$10,000 for me by myself. For that, you get the head, the tail, the whole damn thing.
Welcome to Watch Mojo. And today, we're counting down our picks for those horror films where nature or mutated animals run roughshod over the narrative. A major spoiler alert is now in effect.
Ross, get out of there!
Number 10. Cujo. It might have been easy for Stephen King to simply craft a story about a bad dog, but there's thankfully a deeper tragedy at play when it comes to this 1983 adaptation of King's novel, Cujo. The titular St. Bernard doesn't start out life with any evil or malice. This is a dog that, unfortunately, just acquires rabies via misadventure. An accident with a bat that leaves Cujo forever changed.
Cujo, what's the matter? Cujo, it's me, Brett.
The film vacillates between the human drama of marital infidelity and Cujo's inevitable rampage, to the point where the latter doesn't feel like woman versus dog, but rather a familial struggle against the dark side of nature itself.
We're coming!
Number 9. Phase 4. The 1970s and 80s were halcyon periods for when animals attack movies that combined disaster tropes with natural revenge. Phase 4 was something substantially different, however. The sole directorial credit for legendary Hollywood graphic designer Saul Bass.
Ordinary ants of different species were doing things ants don't do. Meeting, communicating, apparently making decisions.
His creative eye is set on full display here with Phase 4, a film that sets up a what-if scenario of intelligent collaborative ant colonies. Dick Bush's cinematography is a revelation here, getting up close and personal with the ants to the point where their scripted motivations feel believable and honest. Meanwhile, the stark setting and equally spacious musical score builds dread and suspense from the first frame to that final, ambiguous ending.
We knew then we were being changed and made part of their world. We didn't know for what purpose, but we knew we would be told.
Number 8. The Ruins. This film from 2008 is one that seems to come up again and again when it comes to standout examples of eco-horror from the late aughts. The Ruins could have easily ventured into cheese territory with its plot of homicidal jungle vines out for blood. Instead, this adaptation of Scott Smith's 2006 novel wisely makes time for slower, dread-inducing moments and violent creature set pieces. This decision is likely what enabled The Ruins to endure, not only within the minds of those that caught it during its theatrical run, but also horror fans who gave it a shot on home video.
I'll show you. Here. If we just cut here. Here.
Stacy.
Here.
Stacy, you're okay. You're okay.
Number 7. Long Weekend. Karma may not come for us all, but it definitely arrives with the narrative of Colin Eggleston's 1978 film, Long Weekend. This cult classic focuses upon a couple whose relationship is falling apart, but the real acts of vengeance are taken by the pair's natural surroundings. This is due to the carelessness with which John Hargreaves' Peter and Bryony Behet's Marcia treat their getaway destination. Discarded cigarettes, dead animals, and more all come back to haunt Peter and Marcia as their titular long weekend turns into a nightmare where the environment strikes back. Was it all coincidence or cosmic malice that destroyed Peter and Marcia during their ill-fated trip? We may never know.
Look, it's not going to take very long to go down the other end of the beach,
I
is
want
it?
to get you!
Look, Marcia!
Number 6. Willard. The concept of an outsider seeking friendships in strange places is a venerable one, with numerous unique and quirky examples to this end. The Willard franchise is one that has endured in the minds of horror fans since that first entry back in 1971.
Ben, now you... Okay, I guess we have to make a deal.
This story of a lonely and maladjusted young man who makes friends with rats takes its subject matter seriously. A decision amplified by Bruce Davison's inherent likability as Willard.
Hey, Ben. Hi. Well, you sure get into places, don't you? Look, who's here?
Davison's character eventually clashes with the head rat Ben, who was not only the subject of a 1972 sequel, but also a hit song from a young Michael Jackson.
You, my friend, will see you got a friend in me.
Finally, a loose remake from 2003 reignited interest in this tragic tale, reintroducing Willard and the Rats for a whole new audience.
Ben. I thought we were friends.
Number 5. Them. It's an OG from the Irradiated Monsters set, a pioneering film when it comes to humbling humanity in the face of a towering natural threat. Indeed, the stars of Them are definitely the giant ants, which served as a great example of the burgeoning special effects industry. Movies like this one and Tarantula from 1955 helped ensure that just about any naturally occurring animal or plant life could be blasted with atomic power and turned into a threat. Them helped codify an entire industry in the United States, just as the original Godzilla was making waves over in Japan. Number 4. Arachnophobia. There's always existed a certain subset of scary movies that have served as great introductory points for young children. Films like Arachnophobia from 1990 that managed to retain their fear quotient while also coming across as Spielbergian and family-friendly.
It's dead. Shit. What could have killed it? The shock of seeing Lloyd?
This is no accident, of course, since the creative hands of not only Steven Spielberg, but also Kathleen Kennedy and Frank Marshall were all over this thing back in the day. Arachnophobia successfully incorporates the fear those of us that are scared of bugs feel when confronted by these beasties.
Oh my God, they got the professor.
It also never forgets to include some lighter moments as well, before going all out for a memorably intense climax. Number 3. The Host. The messages of classism and environmentalism exist at the forefront of this monstrous 2006 effort from writer-director Bong Joon-ho. Perhaps this explains why the CGI rendering of this monster seems to take a back seat, while still managing to capture the collective imaginations of some film fans out there in the world. The Host is a film that sets Junho's genre cinema pedigree on full display here, embodying love of the past with a vision of the future.
강한 위력의 시스템을 작동하게 되면 반경 수십 킬로미터 내 세균학적 위험 요소가 완벽히 괴멸되는 것으로 알려져 있습니다.
The fishy monster action is balanced here against compelling narrative and memorable characters, and it's a win-win on all fronts. Number 2. The Birds. We're not quite sure if audiences were ready for director Alfred Hitchcock to unleash the birds on them back in 1963. Conversely, star Tippi Hedren has gone on record in the past about her own horrifying experiences filming this Hitchcock classic.
He told me he'd ruin my career. I said, do what you have to do. I don't care. I'm out.
Experiences not only with the director's alleged overtures and resulting attempts to blackball Hedren in the aftermath of her refusal, but also Hitch's decision to utilize real birds during an attack sequence. This was allegedly done despite, or perhaps due to, knowing about Hedren's real-life phobia of the creatures. Stories such as these have impacted the legacy of the birds, certainly, but we also wouldn't be discussing Hitchcock's film if it wasn't also an outstanding slice of nature-run amok cinema excitement. Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. Jaws. It's remarkable to research the impact of Jaws after its ushering in of the summer blockbuster. Jaws may have walked in the footsteps of other kaiju films that came before, but it also set up plot points that are utilized to this day.
You all know me. Know how I earn a living. I'll catch this bird for you, but it ain't gonna be easy. It's bad fish. Not like going down the pond chasing bluegills or tommycocks.
The character of a single-minded bureaucratic figure, for example, determined to see his plans through regardless of any public danger, or of holding back on revealing the true nature of exactly what's embodying said danger.
You're gonna need a bigger boat.
This was a movie that was forced to adapt to a shark that, frankly, wouldn't work, while also banking upon the talents of its cast. Actors like Roy Scheider, Richard Dreyfuss, and particularly Robert Shaw, all of whom breathed new life into author Peter Benchley's source material.
Blow up! Fire, you son of a...
What to you would be the worst sort of creature to rampage across a city? Let us know in the comments.